This pandemic's been going on for 10 months now, and ever since it began I've been creating so little. You know, I'm a photographer, and yet these last 10 months I've barely taken any photos whatsoever. The reason being is because I do travel photography, outdoor photography, street photography. You know, I love getting out, exploring places with my camera. And because I haven't been able to travel, I haven't been able to get out on hikes, or very few hikes this year, I haven't been creating stuff, I haven't been taking photos. And for someone who is a photographer, this is what I do, this is what I love, this is like the main thing I live for. To be going 10 months without really doing much, it's really not good. And I've just been thinking, like, I want to get better as a photographer. I want to continually improve. I want to get better at making these videos. I want to get better at doing b-roll and things like that. And how can I do that if I'm not creating? So I've just realized it's just time to stop letting a pandemic stop me from doing what I love. I think a lot of us, or certainly I, can be guilty of making excuses. Things like, oh well, it's overcast today, it's raining today, I won't get any nice photos today anyway, or I live in a small place, it's boring where I live, there's nothing to photograph. Even when it comes to creating my videos, I'm like, well, there needs to be a huge, great, big idea to the video, and I need to create lots of b-roll, and it needs to be cinematic, and I need drone footage, and I need this and I need that, and I can almost talk myself out of doing it at times, even though it's what I want to do and what I like doing. Big problem for me has been being stuck in Carlisle, just a very small city, and I always think, I can't do photography here, there's nothing interesting to photograph here, and it's just not true. I follow a guy on Facebook and Instagram who lives locally, lives here in Carlisle as well. I've never actually met him yet, should really meet up with him when things sort of get normal again. But another photographer who lives locally, and he's always photographing the local area, he's always photographing this city, and he's got some amazing photographs all around the city. I photographed the castle, the cathedral, but he's photographed so many different parts of the city, and he actually recently won a photography competition, in fact, from a photo he took here. So he's proving that there's plenty of things to photograph here. So it's not true for me to say I live in a small place, I live in a boring place, there's nothing to photograph here. His name is Matthew James Turner. I'll put up some of his photos on the screen. You can see, you know, he's proving that there are, if you just get out with your camera and make the effort, there's plenty of things to photograph. I guess I've been kind of telling myself, you know, we're in the middle of a pandemic, it's unusual times, it's okay for me to be not as creative as normal, and have been using the time to sort of concentrate on myself and getting my mind in a better place to how it was 12 months ago. I'm a lot happier now. I've been exercising more, meditating and all things like that, which I've spoken about in previous videos, and that's great. But I've been telling myself, once this pandemic passes, I can then start creating again like I was previously. But like I say, it's been going on for 10 months so far, and it's not over yet. It's still going to go on for quite some time. So I just need to start creating. not just taking more photos, but making more videos as well. And you know, I mean, what's better? What's better? Creating or not creating? Creating anything at all, that's got to be better than just not creating anything. You know, I can sit at home, get annoyed at the fact that I can't travel, and then use that as an excuse to not take any photos. But surely getting out and taking photos in my local area, because that's all I can do right now, that has got to be better than just sitting on my sofa and complaining. And when I think about it like that, it's like, God, why wouldn't I get out and take photos? Because it's better than just sitting at home and complaining. Even when I'm at home in my flat, there's plenty of opportunities for me to just practice making b-roll, practice making videos. Something as simple as making a cup of tea. So until restrictions begin to ease again, I'm just going to be getting out like this more often. Just walks in my local area, walks in my city, and taking more photos, taking more videos, and not making excuses. You can actually see from this video there are actually quite a lot of nice places in this city. We do have a couple of really big parks, very nice parks. There's 3 rivers in this city. Yeah, once you get out, it is quite nice, and there is plenty to photograph. And I'm just gonna create for 2 key main reasons. One, for the sheer enjoyment of it. After all, this is my main hobby, the main thing that I enjoy in life. So that's the first reason, just for creating for the enjoyment of it. And secondly, just to practice and improve. I'm not going to overthink things and worry too much about it needs to be this basically, or it needs to be epic, it needs to be perfect, it needs to be a big huge grand idea, big huge grand story, it needs to be an epic location with amazing cinematic drone footage and all of that. I'm going to stop making those excuses and just create within the restrictions that I do have and just enjoy it. So anyone else, if you're in a similar situation to me, basically just stop making excuses and just create and enjoy it.
I should probably let you go. I know I can be cynical, make everything difficult, but it will take a miracle.